Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2. Well, there's something we've been putting off for a very long time, but can't put off any longer. Welcome back to the realm of Winnifred Feces' Chain of Memories. Or basically, when the 100 Acre Wood, Winnie the Pooh world, whatever's your poison. We're back to solve Winnie the Pooh's memory crisis, because if you'll remember, way back in the early playthrough, yeah, Winnie the Pooh apparently lost his memory after the book was torn up by the Heartless, and, well, basically we're gonna spend our time getting Winnie the Pooh's memory back. It's about as fun as it sounds, and it's about as fun as, well, pulling out the Oblivion Keyblade in a world where it doesn't really fit. Or does it? Yes, we shall discuss that little problem a little bit later, because news that was, again, it was known by the time I already got to the world originally in 2022, but I myself didn't know until I did the research, but yeah, some very interesting Winnie the Pooh developments on the Western Front. But yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later, because in the meantime, it's time to continue with the story of Winnie's memory loss.
Say, what's wrong, Sonny?
Oh, I was just thinking and wondering.
You should be skedaddling out of here.
Why?
Why? Because it's Windsday, of course.
Windsday? Oh, well then, happy Windsday. Now, I think I shall wish everyone a happy Windsday. No bother. Let's see now. Who is everyone?
And now we have the title of this part. Happy Windsday to you all, and to all, a good day to you, sir.
Ouch! Wonder if Pooh's here.
Oh, help! Help! Somebody save me!
Piglet!
Sora! Help, please!
Hold on, little guy!
Don't worry, I'll catch you. Eventually. Yes, so it seems that Windsday involves high forecasted winds, and basically just a tertiary minigame where, much in the same vein and structure as Kingdom Hearts 1, yeah, no Heartless to fight, nothing really substantial apart from getting treasure chests with some pretty sweet items inside, and, you know, collecting puzzle pieces obviously, but, yeah. That's mainly all you're here to do, play minigames and restore Winnie the Pooh's memory of who his friends are, because he is forgotten. Either that or maybe he's just being a dickhead, because much in the same vein as Kingdom Hearts 1, and something that I'm also kind of questioning now is that Winnie the Pooh exists to do nothing more than just bumble about being a bit of a forgetful peasant, you know, stealing people's food, eating their honey, and basically just sort of going, whatever, who gives a shit. We're friends, apparently. And again, a lot of this is just making me wonder why the hell any of these forest animals hang out with Winnie the Pooh. I mean, then again, I suppose the fact that, he might be a cuddly bear, and whoa. Trespassers will what? Oh yeah, I see your sneaky editing there, trespassers will be shot. But yeah, I suppose despite the fact that he is a cuddly bear, there's still a bear in there, and quite frankly, bears are fucking dangerous. But yeah, basically just approach the piglet, you know, talk to him, and try and get Winnie the Pooh to remember, but then he'll be like, oh, yeah, whatever, I don't remember anybody. Somebody I don't know, wink wink, nudge nudge, spoken with like a tacit acknowledgement that Winnie the Pooh's just kind of bullshitting here. Okay, but internet commentator, meme lord, jokey jokes aside, there is a bit of a reason, and something that actually does kind of get a bit of a cool payoff in Kingdom Hearts 3, actually, because you won't really be seeing it up until we finish the 100 Acre Woods, but yeah, it basically involves Sora coming back after a year away, and well, again, our boy's done some growing, and by the time of Kingdom Hearts 3, and, you know, kind of acknowledged towards the very end of the 100 Acre Wood this time, yeah, the further away you grow from childhood innocence, the more cynical and bored you become. Whee! And now is pretty much a pish minigame where we have to fly across the expanse and save the piglet. Whether to make him rashers of bacon, or, you know, just to have a friend, who knows really, but either way, Winnie the Pooh can't be without his budding sidekick. Oh, and again, we also have the fucking Zelda Ocarina of Time out to tell us what to do. But yeah, this is pretty much, fly around on a balloon, make sure not to get hit, and save Piglet by collecting points. You do also have Sora's Keyblade to knock objects out of your way, and yeah, just say Piglet, collect stuff, and whatever. To talk about it, you know, 100 Acre Wood specifically in gameplay terms, I do find the Kingdom Hearts 2 version to be at least a little bit more palatable compared to Kingdom Hearts 1, but at the same time though, the world is still just as arbitrary as it was before, and again, you do get like a honeypot Keyblade for it, so I really don't know what to tell you. It just is, it adds very little, and again, like, I mean, apart from maybe a small character moment at the end of the world, like I mentioned previously, it's nothing really. But I will say that some of the mini-games are at least slightly more exciting, so there's that. I mean, it's not much, but I'll take it for what it is. So I suppose, with nothing left really to say, it's nothing really. I mean, it does still have the song going of how drunk I am, how drunk I am, how drunk I am, drunk I am, oh how drunk I am! Yeah, which I was for the previous, well, for the last two, well, the recording before that, for obvious and very depressing reasons, obviously, but it's neither here nor there in this case. I kind of wish, I mean, I don't know, I'm usually trying to make it a tradition to bring, like, the most dangerous and deadly-looking Keyblades I can into these worlds, but, yeah, nothing really to say. Whoopee, we finally saved the Piglet. Woohoo.
Jump down, Piglet! I'll catch you!
Oh, dear.
You can do it, Piglet! You just have to be brave!
Sora. All right, Sora. I'll try.
Oh, that was rather frightening. I do hope you're all right, Piglet.
Oh, Pooh, you remembered my name? You really, truly remembered?
Of course, Piglet. But today, I think I shall call you my friend Piglet, who is very brave.
Me? Very brave? No, but it's easy to be brave when I have a wonderful friend like you, Pooh Bear.
I'm happy for you guys.
Oh, and thank you for rescuing my friend Piglet, somebody I don't know.
Oh, sure. Don't mention it.
Sora is rejected, but yeah. And much in the same vein as, I believe whenever you complete Colosseum belts, as well as, you know, Atlantica or whatever, yeah, every time you complete a world in the 100 Acre Woods, you're pretty much booted out of the book and told to find more pages, but if you already have them, you're pretty much just jumping to and fro back into the book, and, yeah, it can be quite tedious if you already have all the pages, but, regardless, it is what it is, really. Oh, I sense shenanigans afoot.
Oh, dear.
Come on! Eeyore! Pooh! Are you okay? Gosh, that's too bad, Eeyore. After all that work.
No matter. Most likely would have fallen down anyway.
Well, I'll help you fix your house, Eeyore.
Oh, hello there, Piglet. Thanks for offering. Wouldn't want to spoil your fun day, though.
Well, hello, Piglet. And hello, somebody I don't know.
Pooh, this is Eeyore. You know Eeyore, don't you?
I do?
What could have happened to him?
Oh, I have an idea. Maybe Pooh's tummy is so rumbly that it's making him forget. If we bring him some honey, he's sure to remember.
Well, I guess it's worth a try.
Might work, but probably not.
First, we gotta find some honey.
If honey's what you're looking for, I know just the place. Follow me.
Okay then, that's Eeyore terrorized. Now to crush the rabbit's spirits, since we seem to be right next to his house, and he has a perfectly lovely vegetable patch to ruin and/or lots of honey that Winnie the Pooh can steal, because he's all about that blood and honey. Wouldn't you agree?
Splendid, just splendid.
This is the place I told you about.
Wow, look at that.
How yummy for my tummy.
But doesn't that honey belong to someone?
My goodness, poor rabbit. Like, I mean, he's already a bit of a neurotic bumblefuck, but, I mean, here's this fucking Winnie the Pooh just going off and, oh, what, you're at all this honey? Guess I better have an eat of it? Oh, seems you're all out of honey that you spent days preparing. Oh, look, another one. I guess I'll just eat this. Since I don't know who the fuck you are, but I'm gonna take your honey anyway. I mean, manners cost you nothing, Mr. Winnifred shit. And... fuck it. Well, since we do have a bit of time, might as well talk about something at least slightly more relevant to the game itself. Particularly voice actor trivia, because where would commentaries be without voice actor trivia to pad out the runtime of boring scenes like this? And, yeah, that would be concerning the voice actors of Eeyore and Piglet. I believe Piglet's original voice actor died shortly after Kingdom Hearts 1, so, yeah, he's been replaced by a much younger sounding actor, which is quite obvious because his voice isn't anywhere near as, it's nowhere near as hoarse as Piglet's original voice actor. And, Eeyore himself, again, he was famously voiced by Peter Cullen, but, I think starting from Kingdom Hearts 2 onwards, or at least the mid-2000s, he stopped voicing him. So yeah, he's now been taken up by Greg Berger. And now I'm out of trivia, although to kind of pad out a little bit longer on the Peter Cullen tangent, I won't waste too much time on this, but yeah, apparently I learned that he based his Optimus Prime voice on, I think his brother, who was like a military commanding officer, and again, a lot of the mannerisms that Optimus would have in his performance, Peter channeled from his brother, who, again, I believe has also passed away, but yeah, it's quite cool, and again, you can definitely see that with his commanding Autobot authority. And, oh, excuse me, pizza's here. Okay, and I'm back. I have my pizza right here that is lightly steaming, and I am hungry to eat. But in the meantime, we got gameplay to talk about, which is probably my favourite minigame. Kinda similar to the one in Chain of Memories, actually, where you're, basically doing the Dream Distance equivalent of a dive. This time it's basically like, well, sliding down and literally leaping from pages of book to book. See, look, we go from one page to another. And again, you go through, it basically gives them the excuse to go through several different environments. Again, we are altering the words on the page and, you know, we wind up in new places. It's kind of, well, the way I see it, it's kind of an evolution of the jungle side of thing from the Tarzan world. And, yeah, it's just really fun. I mean, again, it is a very simple sort of game to play, and again, you do have to avoid having Winnie the Pooh knocked off, but still, it's quite fun. And also where the game gets its most Crash Bandicoot. Oh, here we go. I mean, I'll give the game this, there's no fucking scary as shit, fucking polar bear, or dinosaur, or rhinoceroses, or dragon, as it was in Wrath of Cortex. Or some very rapey walrus chef that goes, fresh meat for my butt. I don't know how the fuck this is supposed to work, but fuck it. Storybook, inertia, whatever. If you can tell that I kinda lost my mojo now that I have a pizza that's concordantly lightly steaming right beside me, yeah. It's a bit of a shame actually, because I do really like this minigame. It's, quite fun. And by far, like, I think the most extreme sort of adventure that Winnie the Pooh has ever gone on, because I don't think these characters typically go on such high-stakes extreme sports adventures.
There now, Pooh. Have just as much as you'd like.
Why, thank you. Pardon me, kind somebody, but do you know where I might find another smackerel or two of honey?
Oh.
My tummy seems to be telling me there's some honey right in there. Mother, I'm stuck.
He still doesn't remember. What in the world has gotten into Pooh Bear?
Whatever it is, we better help him.
Oh, yes, and quickly, too.
No stuff and fluff.
1, 2, 3. You're okay now, Pooh.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. Why, just look at him. He doesn't even remember who I am. Perhaps it's all this blustery wind, or maybe he actually needs more honey, or he's sleepwalking and dreaming.
Well, if I am dreaming, which I suppose I could be, I hope that I get to the part where you invite me to lunch again very soon, Rabbit.
That's right, you're always stopping by for lunch. Wait, Pooh, you called me Rabbit.
Well, of course, Rabbit.
What about Eeyore? And do you remember Eeyore too, Pooh?
Oh, hello there, Eeyore. It's ever so nice to see you today.
Thanks for noticing me, Pooh Bear.
And hello to you too, somebody I don't know.
Well, at least you remember Rabbit and Eeyore now.
Well, fiddle-dee-dee, we're slowly restoring Pooh's memory. And, yeah, you can also go back into these areas as I'm going to be showing, well, shortly after we finish this cutscene here. And yeah, you can pretty much go back into these areas, scrimmage around for, you know, little bits of, items or whatever all around the place. And yeah, all's is pretty much good in the hood. Still haven't improved their grammar for shit, but hey, whatever's. It's all meant to be whimsy and charming and all for the public domain. Yes, yes. And I might as well talk into that since we do still have a bit of time. Yeah, as of 2022, Winnie the Pooh has actually escaped from Disney's horrible clutches and entered the public domain. Again, since the original books are owned by A.A. Milne. Yeah, so, again, ostensibly, since it is in the public domain, you could basically make like a Winnie the Pooh thing or film or whatever yourself, and, you know, that's just as canon as fucking anybody else. And, yeah, I believe the one stipulation that, I think is required is that, again, provided that you don't have any iconic imagery akin to, you know, Winnie the Pooh's red shirt or whatever, you can pretty much get away with making any sort of Winnie the Pooh material that you want. And this will play into a bit of a tangent I'll discuss next time. So on that note, I'm Solidus-Skully, keeping new metal, and let us feast upon blood and honey. Catch you dudes and dudettes next time, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.